In today's video, we will be discussing everything about the Flipkart Grid Hackathon. This is your chance to get a full-time opportunity or an internship opportunity with Flipkart and also win some amazing cash prizes and get to learn a lot in the process. This is going to be the most detailed video on Flipkart Grid 2026 on the internet right now. We will be discussing everything, what questions are asked in the selection test, what your resume should contain in order to be selected, and much more. The registrations are currently live, so check out the link in the description and apply as soon as you can. Before starting the video, I have one small request. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel because I have put in a lot of effort in making this video, and you will notice it when you actually see the video. But I am trying to bring a video every week with some amazing opportunity, and it's going to be a very detailed video. So we're going to talk about Flipkart Grid 8.0, the complete process. So first of all, why you should apply. Certificates will be given to all around 1, 2, 3 qualifiers, right? So you will get some participation certificate, or if you're qualifying for each round, you'll get the certificate. So it's not like if you are not selected in the final round, you don't get anything. You can still say that, okay, I cleared the first round, second round, whatever. Top 50 will get spotlight, special mentions, etc. You will be featured across Flipkart platforms as India's premier emerging tech talent if you actually win. Full-time roles and winter internships are given for fourth-year students and summer internships for third-year students. So when they say or equivalent, what it means that if you're in your master's, right, then this can be your you'll be the second-year student, like your final year, right? Similarly, if you are in your master's but in your first year, then you'll be given the internship. And don't think that only the winners will get this, because a lot of people who just clear the first round or the second round, they also get a chance to interview for these roles. So even if you are not the finalist, it doesn't matter. You can still get interview calls from Flipkart, especially if your resume is good. So do not lose heart and definitely apply, because these kind of hiring opportunities are meant for hiring. So your chances are good if you have a good resume. And the first prize is 1,25,000 in Flipkart electronic gift vouchers, one for each track. And second prize is 75,000 rupees as Flipkart gift voucher, and one for each track. What each track means, we'll come to. So what is the registration deadline? Registration started on June 19th. And you can see this video in, I think, on 25th or 26th June. End date is July 7th. So still there is time. Apply as soon as you can. July 7th, 11:55 p.m. Right? So even if it's the last day, do definitely apply. Then the first round will be screening. What is screening? It's basically your resume screening. So they will shortlist you based on your resume. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I think they will be shortlisting a large amount of people. So make sure your resume is good. Then we'll come to the coding assessment, where you'll have some DSC questions. Then there'll be a round called case study code, in which you have to actually present your ideas. And finally, there'll be the national finals. The start date and end time for these is not mentioned, but I think they will tell you in due course of time. So eligibility criteria, all engineering colleges across India are eligible, which is great. BE, BTech, ME, MTech, MS, PhD, dual or integrated degree courses. So DCA, MCA is not eligible, unfortunately, but the rest of them are. 2027 to 2023. So if you are pursuing BTech, BE, MTech, ME or MS, then so you can graduate from 2027 to 2030. All of these years are eligible. Similarly, for PhD and dual or integrated degree, 2027 to 2031, all of these years are eligible. So even if you are in your first or second year, do participate. Of course, you will not get hiring opportunities, but you will definitely learn a lot. So now coming to the first and the most important part, registration or the screening round. So shortlisting will be based on your resume. Participants have to register individually. You don't need a team, nothing. So your submitted information is accurate, as if it is not accurate, they will disqualify you. And I think this is personally what I've added, like adding projects related to e-commerce, logistics, inventory management, full stack web apps will boost your chance. You need to add projects related to AI or artificial intelligence and data science, because without this, your resume might not be shortlisted. So real talk, AI is everywhere right now. And if you're not learning it, you're already falling behind. But don't stress, I have got you. Let me show you where to start. The problem with most AI courses is that either they're way too basic or they just assume you already have a PhD. And if you're not that great at tech, then most of them are just not for you. So here's what I would genuinely recommend. Simplilearn. It is one of my top picks for AI learning online, and their programs are designed with the world's top universities and leading tech giants, and it shows in the quality. So all you need to do is Google Simplilearn AI/ML courses, and you will reach this particular URL. You can scroll down. There are lots and lots of courses here. You can filter paid, free, duration, etc. Request a callback or call them on this number. There are three things that I love about Simplilearn courses. You learn by doing. There are real world projects, actual tools. No prior experience is required, and it doesn't matter if you're a student, a professional, or switching careers, they have something built for exactly where you are. And if you want to learn AI properly, the structured, practical, career focused way, Simplilearn is where you go. So you can just Google Simplilearn AI courses or tap the link below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll reply to everyone. Okay, so now coming back to the video, you can definitely add projects related to e-commerce, logistics. As I mentioned, AI related projects would be helpful if you're, especially if you're targeting AI or data science tracks. And if you face any technical issues or if you have any queries, you can reach out to their support teams. This is the email. Let me just show you how to register also. So when you open this page, right, here you can click on register now. It tells you to select, let's say I'm BTech student. Then it redirects me to a new page. This is a registration form, by the way. First name, middle name, last name, date of birth, education type, profile preference, right? So yeah, I have to select one of these tracks, right? So either I can choose software development, AI, or data science, and I can choose like more than one. I can choose all three, but you have to give your preference 1, 2, 3. Okay. GitHub link they have asked. So if you have some good projects, do upload them on GitHub. If you have any prior work experience or internships, any latest certifications that you have, let's say from any good, you can add Coursera, etc. But if you have like some other better certifications, do add them. Any backlogs, key achievement, academic achievements, non-academic achievements, any competitive platform if you have a good rank or position, right? So all of this matters, right? So try to have your resume, try to have in your resume all of this. Don't lie, but try to think if you can add some project in whatever 1 week or something. So do that. So that's it for the registration. And of course, having good GP, having no backlogs, good competitive programming ranks, good projects will help. But even if you don't have it, I think it's good to apply because you might learn something. Coming up next is the coding assessment. So you will have, so this is like if you get shortlisted, this is the most important round because here only a lot of people will get eliminated, right? So it will be a 90-minute proctored test. You will advance based on the test cases cleared versus the cutoff. So let's say the cutoff was someone cleared all the 12 test cases and you were only able to clear 10 and you missed the cutoff, right? So they will have three different questions, easy, medium, hard kind of questions. So you can see question 1 will be easy to medium, 2 will be medium, 3 will be medium to hard or hard. So it matters like how many test cases you're able to clear and what is the cutoff decided. So a few tips that I have: use long or long for inputs because they can have large constraints. So remember that. Don't use int, etc. I think this is very common mistake, but just telling it out there. Last year there were 12 hidden test cases per question. So I would say that there are hidden test cases, so your code needs to be perfect because you cannot see those test cases. But also, I would suggest that brute force is better than nothing. So if you're not able to, let's say, write the most optimized code, write the brute force, because even if you're able to, let's say, solve 6 test cases out of 12, that is still something, right? So don't leave a question if you don't understand. Just do brute force at least, right? And then there are like they have story based kind of questions. They give you a whole story and then you have to solve them. So basically like delivery boy routing, that will be related to graphs, warehouse inventory packing kind of questions, mostly DP kind of a question, right? Network hub connectivity, if you see these words then maybe it's a minimum spanning tree kind of a question. So I am just giving you some examples, but that's how, because that's what Flipkart is, right? An e-commerce delivery platform, so they have deliveries, right? So these are the kind of questions you can expect. Giving you the priority. This is obviously based on previous year questions. There's no guarantee, but based on what Flipkart asks, your highest priority should be graphs, BFS, DFS, Jigsaw, DSU, because this is asked a lot. Second would be DP, grid, Snapsack, etc. Then third will be binary search on answer. Uh, then you can have arrays and hashing, including prefix sum, and finally greeting algorithms. These are highest priority. Second highest would be two pointers and sliding windows, string, heaps, and priority queues, trees, LCA, lowest common ancestor, DFS, etc., and monotonic stacks. Low priority would be backtracking, tries, bit manipulation, segment trees, advanced math. So this is like low priority. You can skip it if you don't have time. But high priority, graph, DP, etc., they are very important. So do not miss them. Let me share the actual previous year questions. So what are the previous year questions last year? Let me share. So these are like Flipkart Grid. All of these are 2025 questions. Some general experiences, and these are the questions. So let me open. I won't open all the links. This will be in the description. So check it out. But let me show one of these. So the first question is actually I found from some YouTube channel actually called Let's Code. So thanks to them. I'm not taking any credit here, but this is like string manipulation. So you're given a string that represents a mathematical expression but contains alphabetical characters. Your task is to replace all alphabetical characters with number one, etc. You have to evaluate the resulting expression using Bodmas, right? Then graph and path query, right? So there are like a lot of questions here. Actually, they were asked. So if you're preparing, definitely prepare these questions. Similarly, here you can see these are like some questions which I found. These are 3 questions. Anna University actually has uploaded this. Do check all of these out. They have a lot of questions. I won't be discussing it, but this will be super helpful to you. Finally, coming to the third round, that is the case study code round. So in this, you will get a Flipkart business problem. You have to build a technical solution or tool and then actually ship the code for review, right? So there are 3 tracks here: software development, AI engineering, data science. So each of these will have different problems which you will have to solve either using software development or AI or data science, etc. You can apply to all three, whatever, but just you have to give your preference when the resume shortlisting round itself. Okay. So again, I would like to reiterate here that the Flipkart judges, they don't care if you have a basic API that works for 10 users. They want to know if it can survive for like, big billion days kind of traffic, right? So whatever solution you make sure it is scalable to a very large number of users. And then other thing is latency matters a lot more than accuracy, especially for AI data science kind of tracks. Because if let's say your code is very accurate, but it takes 10 seconds to load, then it is not acceptable because Flipkart is an e-commerce platform, right? So make sure you actually think of these real world things. I have actually gathered some previous year posts, etc. So SD track, these are the 3 I could find. AI and DSA track are new actually. I don't think they were there till last year. But there's like some people have actually added some ML or AI based solutions. So this also I've added. Go through them. I wouldn't go through them, but yeah, they are very helpful. People have explained what solution they built. You can definitely reach out to these people on LinkedIn and get advice if you get selected in this. Finally, there will be national finals, top 48, like 16 from each track, 3 tracks, will be invited to Flipkart headquarters in Bangalore. You will be asked to form teams of 4 and participate in a live hackathon to build a working prototype and present to the leadership. Then Flipkart will arrange the to and fro travel and stay for all the national finalists. So basically, travel, stay, everything. Maybe business class travel, 5-star stays, etc. So that's a good additional perk, and you get to visit the Flipkart office actually. Coming to the hiring, so following round 3. So what is round 3? That code set go. That round, candidates who meet the evaluation criteria will be shortlisted for summer internship, winter internship, or full-time roles based on their current year of study. So after third round itself, you can get interviews. But I would say even after second round, if you do good in your coding assessment, right, there are chances you will be contacted, especially if your resume is good. I hope this was super useful to you. Let me know if you have any comments. Apply as soon as you can, and I hope you get selected. And also like and subscribe to my channel. I put in a lot of effort for this video. So with that, see you in another one.